Previously on GT Academy.
Oh, contact!
If we were going any faster, I think I would have had a lot of broken bones.
Oh, he stole it! Blue stalled it!
No!
And Orange is the winner! It's the overtaking challenge. Oh, you took forever in that break.
It's disappointing. 2 cars.
David Griffin, your race from virtual to reality ends here. The famed Silverstone Circuit, the home of British motor racing. And for one fortunate gamer, the fast track to a racing career. This is GT Academy, where North America's top Gran Turismo gamers battle head-to-head to become a NISMO athlete and a professional racing driver for Nissan. Training with some of the world's best driving instructors, 12 competitors embark on a series of challenges testing their speed, strength, and soul.
Come on, don't quit! How bad you want it?
Judges Rob Barth, Danny Sullivan, and Boris Said watch over every move to discover North America's next NISMO athlete. I'm your host, Dahani Jones, and the race from virtual to reality is on. It's not a video game. It's real life. What's up, fellas? All right, we're gonna start this day off by getting down and dirty with Mud Mayhem. This obstacle course will test both your mental and physical fortitude. You're gonna complete the course twice with a pit stop between each lap. We wanna know if you have that strength and that soul of a NISMO athlete. Most importantly, we wanna know if you're gonna be a team player. Your time will stop when the last member of your team crosses the finish line. You're only as strong as your weakest link. No man left behind. Your finishing position will determine your starting position in our next event. Good luck.
Mud Mayhem is an off-road course made up of obstacles with a long, muddy run in between. We've got deep water, fire, even electricity.
Let's see you on the other side. First one down, come on.
We jumped over the first wall and had to go underneath the barbed wire, crawling through water.
I thought Mud Mayhem looked like a lot of fun, but it is very far from being fun. We sprinted off to an early lead, and then this concussion grenade went off like within a foot or two of us.
It almost knocked me out. I was like,
Our vision was wavy all over the place, and I thought I'd be deaf. And that was just the start of the course.
Well, Blue right now is taking a commanding lead. They're all together.
Come on, Blue Team, come on! Pull! Pull! Go, 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 go!
Everything's pretty straightforward until we got to the electric shock wires hanging down. And I thought it would just be a little jolt, but I literally got knocked out. There's a good half second where I didn't really know where I was, and I just felt like I ran into a door.
Come on, get out!
Best way I can put that shock is feeling like someone is inside of your body, hitting all your bones with a hammer.
Right now, we're seeing the Blue team work really well as a team.
Yeah, they're all together and they're dominating.
Alex and Mark, they helped push me through it.
Come on, Braylon, keep it up.
He's lost his shoe.
His teammates told him to put his shoe on earlier.
Come on, put it on correctly. All the way. Put it on all the way, bro. Put it on correctly. Take your time. Do it right.
Feet first, house round your head. Feet first, house round your head. Feet
Not even through that half lap, I knew, okay, This isn't gonna be one we're gonna win. It's gonna be a battle for a second.
Stay behind it! You got this. Get him over! He's still you gotta go under! Braylon's really running out of gas right now. Lost his shoe again.
Come on, boys.
Is Braylon going to be able to get over this wall with one shoe?
Over that, boys! Work the table!
Come on, Braylon!
Come down on your back!
You guys go.
Blue team, they're off and gone. They were about to go on their break and then go on for the second lap. There was no catching them.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Deep breaths.
After the first lap, we were all exhausted. That was definitely something I did not want to do again. My name is Alex Alexander. I'm from Mesquite, Texas, and I'm 22 years old. I live with my father here in Mesquite, Texas. My father's a police officer for the city of Mesquite. He's got me and my brother into shooting.
Alex and his brother Austin come and shoot. They try to stay current on qualifications from being prior military.
The Marine Corps taught me a lot about physical fitness, motivation, and integrity. I pretty much guide my life with the values that I learned in the Marine Corps. My brother's helping me prepare for Silverstone. He's handling all the fitness. He's pretty much like my coach. He pushes me, he drives me, until pretty much the last breath where I'm about to die. My profession now is a mechanic. Ever since I was little, I've always loved finding out how things work. That also kind of transferred over into driving a car and, you know, being able to work on it myself and improve in different areas to make the car turn better or go faster. I think I have an advantage over the competition because I feel like I would be more comfortable with the car, knowing what needs to happen in order for the car to drive at its perfect form.
I'm not into him going fast as he does it anyway, but I've learned from an early age that he's all about speed. And so it's just kind of one of those where you might as well side with him and make sure he does it correctly instead of going against it.
Racing and driving fast is like nothing in the world. Nothing can compare to it. I feel like driving fast for a living would be the most badass thing in the world.
You got it.
We gotta lead. Don't kill yourself.
Go! Go! Go!
Guys, the blue team have already started their second lap.
Boy, right now it's a battle for second place. Edgar's really struggling, and Nick's doing an unbelievable job pushing his teammate along.
The green team, they were having trouble getting over the rope wall. It was full of grease, wet, everybody slipping and sliding. Parker and I were able to get Russ over the top, and that was a pretty good feeling, coming in second after the first lap and having that advantage that we needed.
We had a little break, and I was thinking, I feel like I'm about to throw up.
Red team ended up blowing past us. I'm like, okay, we got another whole lap. We'll get through it. We thought anything can happen on that second lap.
We come in for the pit stop, and it's clear that everyone is struggling massively at this point. And then, bam, lap 2. You gotta go right back into it. Lap 2, I hit the first obstacle, and I can't find anything. It's just not happening. Edgar's struggling too, and Nick walks over and literally throws him over the wall. And at this point, I am no doubt holding the team back. It was an awful feeling.
You want to stop? No, come on, Donald, don't you quit! Don't you quit, Donald! Donald, his performance in the Mud Mayhem, by far, you know, he was the worst. Ready? Mind over matter. Come on, dude. You can do this. You can do this! But the fact that he got up when he already quit showed me he had some soul.
I got a boost from a real famous tall race car driver, and I said, I gotta do this. And as soon as I jump into the water, I see Nick there waiting for me.
Good man, Nick!
And I sprinted back and tried to help Donald.
Come on, Donald, you got this!
And then he ended up really, really breaking down.
Donald, it's in your head. Come on, baby.
Donald was on his back. He was out. His eyes were going in the back of his head. The medic had to come. He was done.
Donald can't continue. So me and Nick continued ourselves, but to be honest, I was completely drained and Nick had to tow me through the entire course.
I'm beyond proud of my blue team. The pace that we had was dominating.
All the way through and in. Great job.
When I found out that we were more than a minute in front of second place, I was shocked.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, red team. Let's go, let's go.
The results put us in second place for the next challenge, and that was fair game. You know, we weren't first, but we weren't last.
The blue team had won. They were already across the finish line. Edgar was struggling, trying to get there. And the blue team came out and helped get him over that final challenge. And I think that really showed the spirit we're looking for.
We learned in the military, you never leave a man behind. And even though this is a competition, we're all a team together and we all need to get through this together.
At the end of Mud Mayhem, I was completely broken down.
It was intimidating, it was brutal, but at the end of it, it was definitely a good feeling to complete something like that.
I was disappointed. I felt like I was in decent shape and I pushed myself as far as my teammates let me, and hopefully I showed to the judges, even though this was something I could have got through a lot faster, but I had to work as a team and kind of take that leadership role when the other ones were down.
Hey, Nick, good job, man. Good team leader. Good team leader.
All right, guys, great job out there. Blue team, you guys were first place. Red team second. Green, fortunately, you guys were last, but way to do a good job sticking together. You guys showed us strength and soul, and now it's time to show us some speed. So get warm, get dry, on to the next challenge. Let's go. Enter online for a chance to win your very own GT Academy experience in Daytona, Florida at gtacademyusa.com. Now let's test your speed. This is the pit stop challenge. The motorsports, no team is complete without the crew. And in this challenge, we want to see how you perform as both a driver and as a crew member. Each team will complete 6 laps around the national circuit in the Nissan Juke. Each of you will drive twice and change tires twice. The order you do it in is up to you. Keep in mind, there is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit in pit lane. If you go faster than that, you will be penalized. You're in the same teams as you were in Mud Mayhem. Blue team, you have the first position, as well as a 5-second advantage. Red team, second place. Green team, you're in last position. 2 seconds behind the red team and 7 seconds behind the blue team. And one of you from the losing team will be going home. To help you guys out, one of our 3 judges will be assigned to each team as a pit coach. Good luck.
The pit stop challenge shows us how quick the drivers drive out on the circuit, but also how well they can maintain focus in the pressure cooker environment of a pit stop.
Coming off of the Mud Mayhem event, we had a little bit of an advantage. We had a 5-second lead. Also, I have mechanic experience, so we were going to use that to propel ourselves in front of the other teams and keep the lead.
Put your lug nuts off to the side. Yeah, make sure they don't roll off.
When you change the tire, if it's your turn to change the tire, change it 2 times in a row.
Danny really helped us out a lot with our strategy. He suggested that we double stint, saved you from having to adjust the seat and get out of the zone, do different things every time.
So when you roll in, just pop it in gear, pull in, stop, emergency brake, seatbelt, out.
Boris was a great coach, he gave us some good tips. Instead of reaching over to push the start button, he just wanted us to pull up the e-brake and just drop the clutch so the car would just stall to save a step,
Think about holding the bottom of the wheel with your foot. So there's a bit of ankle flexibility involved in this one.
No doubt we're at a disadvantage going in. It's for sure my fault. And I'm definitely thinking that if we come in last, I've got the biggest chance of being eliminated due to my performance in Mud Mayhem. I already let them down once. I want to boost them up. I want to be the team leader. We've got to win this. We've got to win this event.
3, 2, 1, blue go.
Because of my mechanical skills, I decided to change the wheel first.
Red go.
We had a 5-second penalty, but we had a 2-second lead over the green team.
Green go.
Starting last place, I was slightly worried, but I have a little bit of experience in pit stops.
Go.
Go back, go back. Go, Braylon. Take your time, take your time. Start the engine. First gear, handbrakes off. Go, 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 go. If you remember, 30 miles per hour on the top. Sit at 30, good man.
I had to change the tire first. I was a little bit slower than the green team was.
Nice and calm, nice and calm. Take your time.
Our strategy was to stay calm and not to rush anything.
Come on, come on, come on. Just put it, get it in a gear and go. This is the easy bit.
Raced on a new circuit today, so it was learning all over again in a vehicle we've never driven on a racetrack before, so it's like starting from square one for everyone.
Until the cones, and then you go into 30 miles per hour. Keep it going, keep it going. Now starting to brake. Got to keep the speed up to 30. At a pit stop, it's very important how the driver has to come in, hit the marks exactly on the right spot, so his team that's in the pit can do their job perfectly and get the car back out without losing any time.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Gotta hustle, baby.
If you try and rush any element, you're going to make a mistake, you're going to lose time. You can save tenths of a second out on a circuit, but you can lose minutes if a pit stop is executed poorly.
Pressure is your enemy. As easy as a tire change is, when the pressure is on you, knowing that your whole team's waiting on you, a lot of guys fell to that.
I know I made a few mistakes changing tires, trying to get the lugs off one time. I left one of the lugs on there, was just a couple threads. Couldn't get it off with my fingers. We probably lost 5 or so seconds with that one.
Go. Seatbelt. Go.
We're good. Just keep doing the exact same thing we're doing here. Focus, nice and smooth, but quick on the track.
Donald was very happy to take on that crew chief role. He made decisions on the fly regarding the driving order, and quite often when the pressure is on, people make poor decisions under pressure. He made really good ones.
Nick's gonna be doing the wheel change as soon as I come in, and then he's gonna be next driver. So we're gonna have to rotate him next time.
Okay.
And stagger. We'll just leave it the same this way and then go. My name is Donald Robert Arsa, 31 years old, from Jefferson, Oregon. We come to Horsefall Campground in Coos Bay for our family reunion every year, where we ride ATVs in the sand dunes. We get to see nieces and nephews, aunts and uncles. We barbecue, play cards, hang out. We get to go out on the sand dunes, throw sand at each other. My dad's up at the front leading some of the younger kids. And as the line goes to the back, it gets to be the more aggressive and the faster riders. The back is where the real fun happens. I've always been interested in anything I can do to get closer to motorsports. I had my motorcycle endorsement when I turned 16. I rode for several years. I switched more of a focus to cars than motorcycles because I was riding my motorcycle and a truck didn't see me, and it resulted in some pretty severe trauma to my left leg. Also in 2012, we had a lot of misfortune with friends around me. 5 friends were lost, and I don't want to put any of my family or friends in a similar position, so I chose to stop riding at that point. My parents are incredibly excited. They are like my best friends, and it feels great to have that kind of support.
I am very proud of him for being this far in the competition. To be able to drive race cars, something that he's loved for a long time.
Racing, I don't know that there's anything comparable to it. It's like my zen place. It's just a part of me that I feel that when I'm doing it, I'm whole. The next pit stop, Nick's already made up time on track.
We're catching him, we're catching him. Go, 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 go. Come on!
The tire change goes perfect. We come out of the pit stop in 2nd place.
Good job, boys.
At that point, we were behind the green team, just by a few seconds, but is still behind them.
and blue is still a long ways ahead.
Coming up to our second driver, which is me, we had a humongous gap.
My turn to drive, and I want this badly.
Go.
We made up an immense amount of time, and as we came in for the next round of pit stops, we were literally nose to tail with the blue team fighting for the lead.
Come on! Yes!
It was about that time when someone made a very costly mistake.
After my second lap, during the pit stop, we were still in first place, but that's when things started to go downhill.
That pit stop, we were really, really close with blue.
We were only maybe 5 seconds behind green.
Braylon was fumbling with the little lug nuts and just couldn't get him on the wheel.
Just get him started.
My fingers were too big. I couldn't fit through the hole. I couldn't spin it.
Take just the end of it. There you go.
I swear, by the time I got out of the car and looked over, we already had the wheel off. They were running over and getting it bolted back on.
Come on, we're catching the leaders here, boys. We can win this.
Feeling good right now, feeling good. All the facets are working good right now, so we just need to keep it up. Next thing I know, the car's down on the ground, driver's in, we're taking off. We're in the lead.
Braylon, look what you're doing, not them.
Blue team had a lead over second and third, and then next thing you know, they're like 3/4 of a lap down because they couldn't get that fix.
Other way. Come on.
Braylon, he's a kind of like all-go kind of guy, you know, and in a pit stop, sometimes like slow is fast, and he had a harder time with that.
I don't know why he wasn't catching.
First of all, hold the end of the wheel nut. Visualize it going onto the threads. And the other thing is, for f***'s sake, don't be looking down the pit lane to see what they're doing. Concentrate on what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. Get back in position. Come on. You'll be back around in a second. We gotta have a quick one. We lost the lead there.
In racing, every single second counts. And I choked.
Don't worry about them, Braylon. Just focus on our car, okay? It's irrelevant what they do.
Oh, good. Good job.
All right, get ready, Braylon. Here he comes. Focus on your gun, your tire, okay? Go, Braylon.
Go for it, mate. Come on.
Over the one, go back. Let's go. Braylon struggled immensely the first time. And the second time he did it, he wasn't as bad, but he still struggled with it. And unfortunately, he cost his team.
Got to focus on what you're doing, mate.
We win the pit stop challenge. The feeling is unbelievable. It was an amazing team effort.
Boys, smooth and steady.
We just stayed calm, thought about nothing, just concentrated on our job and made it happen.
It was a big relief that none of us were going to be the ones being eliminated.
Right on.
But personally, for me, it was very hard to know we didn't get first when we were so close to getting it.
Coming into that challenge, we had a great advantage, our 5-second lead and my mechanical skills. So when my team lost, I was very disappointed. It's very hard to lose.
Well, unfortunately, since I was the losing team, we have to take somebody from my team. And I think we lost it all under one guy's mistakes. He got flustered, didn't really know where he was. He was looking down the pit lane and everybody went out, and he didn't even particularly drive well. He's been on the bubble almost since the get-go.
Yeah.
I think this is just icing on the cake.
I feel like he had a lot of heart. He fought. He was always on the bubble, and finally his number's up.
Blue team, y'all did an excellent job in the Mud Mayhem Challenge. A decisive win. And then in the pit stop challenge, you go from first with a 5-second lead all the way to last. As you know, somebody has to go home. Braylon Lawrence Williams. Please pack your bags and turn on your helmet. Your race from virtual to reality ends here.
Well, Braylon, I hated seeing him go. But in the pit stop challenge, you know, he knew the rules. You know, his team lost, and out of the 3 people on his team, he for sure was the weakest link. So really, he controlled his own destiny.
I feel like I have to take ownership of the things that I did. I have no one to blame but myself. I really wanted this more than anything. To be a racing driver, that would have been a true dream come true.
He was a hell of a competitor. He never stopped trying.
I worked myself to the bone to get this far. I wish I would have been able to survive just another day.
Next time on GT Academy, this is the second benchmark.
It was crucial to show the judges we were improving.
He's gone a chunk slower, not good.
I could be the next one eliminated.
This is Gymkhana.
We want the gamers to show us their brilliant car control.
Beautiful! It was just a nerve-wracking setup.
Somebody's going to be safe and somebody's going home.